anguish, pain, and suffering. Life comes and goes, nobody knows the traumatic experience of being a veteran. When life blows and very little light shows, we still feeling the damage to our brains and accepting the fact that the war brings grief through all the slaughter, but still we just teaching a lesson. We wanna die 'cause it's our only relief.
Tell me who wins when you can barely breathe oxygen. Lost another friend, had to put him in a box again. Leveled the battlefield and rise to the top again. Lowered flag, half-mast, sworn enemy, I'm locking in. Faces in the past remain shapeless like gas. Memories become shattered like glass. Losers finish first, the victor comes at last. Young souls in rapid fire, the die has been cast. Better hope you don't hit them snake eyes. The eternal conflict breaks and takes lives. Soldiers begat wise, civilians make wives. No fixed fight, no time to take dives. Surrounded by suffering, watch the hate rise to the boiling point, simmering and bubbling. Comrades come and go, the casualties are doubling. Insanity, calamity grips and is troubling. Screams and cries, the calm before the storm. Dreams all die, hope is only fear that has been worn. My soul is forlorn, before peace is the war torn. Bodies of heroes, remember
through
while
all
we
the
mourn.
killing, anguish, pain, and suffering. Life comes and goes, nobody knows the traumatic experience of being a veteran. When life blows and very little light shows, we still feeling the damage to our brains and accepting the fact that the war brings grief through all the slaughter, but still we just teaching a lesson. We wanna die 'cause it's our only relief. Lord, won't you save me? I'm gonna die out here. The strength that you gave me, help me to survive without fear. My peers though, they weren't so lucky. I'm stuck here forced to proceed without Chucky. My best friend in battle was like a brother, killed men and raped women for me. Why'd he have to suffer? Always helped me out, taught me to take cover. He even introduced me to my Taiwanese lover. At times I made the war seem so good. Ain't like me to cry, but I feel I should. Shed a tear, pour a beer for my bro with no fear. Like a cannonball shot when the skies turn clear. Would've died for your Chuck, you never did give a fuck. I still remember the day when you bought your first truck. Your little boy was so proud, your wife was so happy. Such a shame your death makes all our lives crappy. I'm sick of this war shit, that's it, I want out. My life's fucking worthless, this ain't what I'm about. Through all the killing, anguish, pain, and suffering. Life comes and goes, nobody knows the traumatic experience of being a veteran. When life blows and very little light shows, we still feeling the damage to our brains and accepting the fact that the war brings grief through all the slaughter, but still we just teaching a lesson. We wanna die 'cause it's our only relief.
3,000 bodies washed up on the rocks, where the losers get stabbed and the winners get shot. Where the boozers turn killers, no lessons get learned. Confessions fall on deaf ears and everyone burns. Where the hookers you fuck get blown to bits. Babies get aborted when Scud missile tips. And heads get cut off and clouds rain fire. A bomb down your throat is how you retire. Families get melted into puddles of flesh. Barbed wire fences tear soldiers to death. When your best friend dies while holding your hand. I see your charred limbs, blankets to land. When love becomes fuck and fuck becomes rape. A rape becomes murder, makes love equal hate. Well, God's a cocksucker who don't care if you die. And you try to wash it all down when it's 60 your ride. Well, the men are all evil and the women are sluts. And your heroin's smuggled in a dead teen's gut. I love the contraband, no disrespect. But if you ever get drafted, shoot yourself in the neck.
Through all the killing, anguish, pain, and suffering. Life comes and goes, nobody knows the traumatic experience of being a veteran. When life blows and very little light shows, we still feeling the damage to our brains and accepting the fact that the war brings grief through all the slaughter, but still we just teaching a lesson. We wanna die 'cause it's our only relief.